Hey y'all, Crazy Mama Kelly coming at you from my part of PA. It's nice to talk to y'all again. It's been a while since I've talked or have even been on my channel. I work crazy mad hours as always, and with everything, I've been sick and everything else, but I'm back. If you hear the snoring in the background, that would be my husband. He works third shift too now, so we have to take our naps when we can take them. So I hope you all having a good Valentine's Day. We had a pretty okay one, but like I said, right now, my hubby needs to rest, and I do too. Being it's Sunday, we gotta go back in. Sunday being our Monday on third shift. But anyways, figured I'd call it, let you know, give you a little bit of ghostly love story from not the big book of everything, but this one's another book I actually have own in my library of supernatural oddities. Woo! But here it is. It's probably backwards. It is backwards. It's called Ghost Stories of Pennsylvania. And this is called, this place is very colonial. It's colonial place down near Bedford. Village, down near Bedford. Anybody ever been to Bedford Village, Old Bedford Village, down near Bedford, Pennsylvania? It's a pretty cool place. You should take your kids there. Very historical. Shows them how the colonials lived. It's a pretty cool place. This place is called the Bonnet Tavern. It serves as a bed and breakfast now and a bar. It's located not too far. It's around the area of Bedford. Um, it was started in. It's over 250 years old. It's been a business. It's um. It's located in Bedford County. It's located 3 miles west of Bedford on Route 30 near Shawnee State Park. And today it operates as a bed and breakfast, fine food and comfortable accommodations. And you know what I mean? And it's near the highway, a scenic stretch of the highway through the Allegheny Mountains. So, um, this place served during the colonial French and Indian Wars. It's had a mix. I mean, it's a very beautiful place. So I got pictures for you if you can see that. There you go. Okay. It served as a place, for Forbes. General Forbes was there during his campaign of Pennsylvania during the Revolutionary War or French and Indian War, one of the two. He was there, and he was making his route through. One of the ghost stories is he was making his route through, trying to figure out this place was a place to be. Um, People, just went there because they had to go there. The first man that was reportedly died, a lot of people have died in this building. It used to serve as an old courthouse, and for Pennsylvanians on the frontier, old courthouse, second floor building served as old courthouse, and there was actually a lot of hangings within the building itself, and a lot of the victims. There's tons of victims that died in that area, but a lot of the victims from that area are actually built or buried on the site of around the site of the building, just to dispose of the bodies. But a lot of documented cases of justice was given for there. And the first man reportedly hung in the John Bonnet Tavern was a victim of military justice. It was during the French and Indian War, 1758. General John Forbes, he was billeted at the tavern, and for a short while before he made his march to the French-held Fort Duquesne on the Ohio River. It'd still be months before the battle won. They won the battle, and Duquesne was renamed Pittsburgh. So there you go. Um, while he's at the tavern, him and his compatriots where they were considering their best route to get through the Alleghenies. They're studying maps and receiving intelligence reports in the main room, and it brought the attention of some wily-eyed guy staying in the tavern. He showed a lot of interest in Forbes' activities, and so he was brought before the judge, the general, and he was local. Turned out he's a local teamster. And after they put thumb screws on the dude, um, they found out later he confessed to being a French spy, and he was hanged right there in the tavern. And he was left hanging from the beams, from the oak beams of the place. So it was pretty gruesome. That was the first death recorded. And after that, like I said, it served as there's Lizzie. It served as a courthouse for many years. But then I told you a love story, ghostly love story. Well, here's one for you. The guy that owned this happened. The girl's name was lost to history, but there was a wealthy businessman. He actually owned the tavern, was proprietor of the tavern at the time, and he was a wealthy businessman, and he had big political convictions. Stop. Big political convictions. So he became one of the scouts for George Washington during the Revolutionary War, and he was a married man, which didn't go too well. But he fell in love with a young lady. Like I said, her name was lost to history, and it was a doomed love affair from the beginning. He kept her up in a room at the fort, the tavern, and he would meet her there, and they'd do their thing or whatever. But I guess what happened was that between her longing and waiting for him, um, between his convictions and being a scout for George Washington, and also from him being a married man doing his marital duties or whatever, he hardly had time to see her and stuff. And her heart was taken with him. She really loved this dude, and she would run. Patrons didn't think nothing of seeing this young lady run into the second story window back every time she heard a wagon come, or every time she heard her horses come into the way. She'd run each time back and forth to the left window, top of the stairs, the second floors. And then you'd always hear her slowly, as she was depressed because he didn't show up, she'd slowly make her way back to the room and staying there all day. Eventually, her waiting and pining away for her lover, she eventually her health began to fail her, and she eventually died at the tavern. And that's just how it was. And I don't know if he knew whatever. There's not much said in the story about him. Probably he didn't care. He had a wife, so whatever. But he probably felt bad, but he had a wife, so why would it matter? But still, to this day, um, people can hear footsteps run, I guess, up and down the hallway, back and forth between a room and the window, still to this day. And some people can think they hear the rustling of like fabric, like of a young lady's dress. This girl was in her 20s, by the way. She was a young maiden. And yeah, she died.
And no, only in her 20s?
Yep, only in her 20s.
Poor.
And sometimes people can think they could smell the faint smell of rose-scented perfume wafting through the air. A lot of times there's been hunters there that have thought the tavern was open at the time, the bar was open at the time. He went down, heard a bunch of racket downstairs in the bar area. So he'd go down and get himself a glass of juice because he figured if they're still open, I'm going to go get myself a glass of orange juice, while his son and his buddy waited upstairs in the room for him. He got down there and he noticed that the barroom door was all locked up and the lights were off. But he could have swore he heard music carrying on and people talking. Also, people complained about all the racket because they said the bar shouldn't be open when they're trying to sleep. But the bar's never open really late. Also, one other thing is, what was I saying about? Oh, there's a young couple staying there at the tavern. They had the door locked, and their baby was quietly sleeping on the bed. He wasn't old enough baby to walk or move or anything, get up on his own. and they noticed he was with his parents on the journey, and they noticed that he was nice. He was wailing, but they weren't surprised because he was tired and cranky, ordering, probably hungry for a bottle. But they were waiting for the bottle to cool, and it was laying on it was on the banister, and they were waiting for the bottle to cool while the parents were walking on the balcony just relaxing after their long journey. Why my dog's flipping out? I don't know why. So then they heard the baby stop all of a sudden. So they ran to the door. It was locked, and they went in to see the strangest thing happen. Here their baby was laying on the bed, propped up, with a bottle in his mouth, sucking hungrily at the bottle, like somebody fed him a bottle. So they asked the chambermaid that was up there if the chambermaid stopped in and gave the baby the bottle, and she said, "No, I had no idea. I've been downstairs all this time." So how did the baby get the bottle? Must have been a ghost.
Crawled.
Baby couldn't crawl. It was on the banister.
Oh.
Railing. Yeah, it was on the railing cooling. So, yeah. So this place is pretty haunted from what I hear. So don't remember, it's around Route 30 west, I think, of Bedford. So if you want to go down and check out Pennsylvania history, it's been open for like almost 250 years. So there you go. That's your...
Is he here?
What do you mean if he's here?
No. It's a ghost thing is here.
I don't know, baby girl. But anyway, that's the story. That's the one of the sad many love stories of Pennsylvania. The unknown girl, in love with her handsome, rich boyfriend. So I hope you all had a good Valentine's Day. We did pretty good. I made out like a demon. I got lot of nice gifts from my hubby. I still have to order his though because last minute girl that operates here, and Lizzie just had a birthday. She's probably going to show you the gift she bought herself.
Where am I?
Yeah. All right. Well, blessings and take care, peace, and
My name is Gummy.
don't forget to love one another and enjoy this nice, cold February, especially in Pennsylvania. Okay.
I'm 9.
Blessings, peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.